let's get ready. We are in this area because we've got something going on in our small studio, and so they moved me over here, but that's okay. We don't care. We just want to make sure that we get the information on. I have to say first, a big hello to my neighbor, Christy McCravey, and my friend from high school, Hortense B Perry Foundation president, also Ronita Usher, salute to women entrepreneurs, and Emergent Leader Committee chairman, and they want to talk about what's going on. Christy, I know you look over in my backyard and go, what is she doing? My little scarecrow. I knew you were going to say that. I have a scarecrow in my backyard, and he's like that. He scared me a couple of times, but Christy sent me a message and said, girl, that he scared you.
Just the first time. Just the first time. Now I know what it is.
Yeah.
But the first time when I walked out to where I could really see, and I was looking out the window.
You were like, who is that? Who is that in her backyard?
Her backyard.
Yeah, he scared me too. I forgot he was back there. I turned around and went, oh, I was like, dude, don't
You did a great job.
Thank you. He's wonderful. Let's talk about this salute to women entrepreneurs and emergent leaders. First, who is Hortense B Perry?
Hortense B Perry was a former counselor at Central High School, and she was a member of the Eta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. She started our scholarship fund. She left some monies to the foundation for scholarships for young girls in the community. That was her contribution. So in honor of her beneficiary practices, we named this foundation after her.
Isn't that something?
It is.
And this is her vision because she wants to see young women, young girls, be able to make it and have something for themselves.
That's exactly right. She was very specific on educating young girls in our community, and we are now, that began in 1994. So we are celebrating 30 years of the Hortense B Perry Foundation, and we are now able to say over those years we've given hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships. And I haven't added it up, and we didn't have as much money initially, but this past year we gave $53,000 in scholarships to 20 young women in our community.
And that's a lot of money. I'm just getting ready to do a story with Make Ends Meet, and they're talking about you don't want to have that debt. So you want to try to get scholarships, big scholarships, little scholarships, local scholarships in your community, so you don't have that debt. Okay, so tell us how we get involved. What's going to happen? It's going to be Sunday, September 22nd, Crumbs Lane there, 3107. What's it going to look like? What are we going to do?
So we're going to be honoring local women in the community. This year we're going to be honoring a local youth for her achievement. We're also going to have a Trailblazer Award, which we're going to be recognizing Maddie Jones. We know Maddie Jones for all her civil work in the community. Additionally, we have our Lifetime Achiever, which is Laura Douglas, and all her work that she's done within the community. And then we have some other recipients, one that's a Spalding doctoral student, and we have two others, one from JCPS, and then another one, Nashan Trebu, who is an entrepreneur known in the community for her entrepreneurship. So we're going to be celebrating, and we've been doing this for almost 15 years.
Now there you see that celebrating the women there, Nashan, who started Melanair.
That's correct.
Especially during COVID, when all of those African-American business owners probably would have lost their businesses had she not started this, and now it has turned into something I don't even think she expected really to turn into. So what will that day look like?
It'll look like a day of celebration and recognizing the women in the community.
You'll hear their stories. We will tell each of their stories. We will let them speak to what drove them, what was driving them to do the things that they have done over their lifetime. And we're really excited. Some of the recipients were brought to tears when we notified them, especially Maddie Jones. And you know, all the things that she's done in social justice and activism, we could not go another year without recognizing her as a trailblazer, because none of us would be here for the fact and all of the things that she did in the community to make sure that people that look like us succeed and excel. And we just want to say thank you to all of them, each of them, for what they have done and the impact they have made on everyone in the community.
And we do our best to try to make sure that we invite the youth. So we'll have the youth so that they can see what they can become in the future.
Okay, so you say that. Who should come? Because I will guess that whoever comes and they hear these stories, they themselves will be inspired. Who should come, and how do you get in? Do you have to get a ticket? Do you come in? Is it free? Like, how do we get in? And who should come? Who can come?
It's open to the public, and we're inviting those in the Louisville community to come out and celebrate. It is a free event, and it's, like we said, open to the public.
And I want everyone to know that you yourself are a former recipient, lifetime recipient. We were so happy to share that story, and you brought everyone to tears. But these are the lives that we celebrate.
And you know, sometimes for me, I always feel like that when you share a story. Maddie has a story. I call her Mother Maddie. I know Nation. I mean, I know the people's story. And you look at them and think, well, yeah, it's easy for them. You know, they are successful, and they, you got to hear the story. They don't look like what they've been through.
Absolutely.
Right? And
Absolutely.
you hear that story, and it makes you think, okay, I'll be okay. Like, I can make it, right? Is there anything else we didn't talk about that you want to make sure that you share?
Just come. Just come, celebrate women that day, celebrate what you can become, and hopefully it will inspire someone who has a thought, who has a dream, to say, yes, I can do it, and I'm not going to give up.
All right, salute to women entrepreneurs and emergent leaders. Hortense B Perry Foundation event. It's going to be Sunday, September 22nd. It's at 3107 South Crumbs Lane. You will see the building. It's a nice-sized building, nice-sized parking lot, and you will see it. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. And I bet my mom forgot. I just talked to her in the car. I know she forgot that you all are on. Now she's going to be mad at me because I didn't remind her. Okay.